Probably the most confusing part of starting an Amazon business is figuring out what the heck we can even sell. So in this video, I'm going to answer that question for you. I'll point out exactly where I would start sourcing products all over again if I had to restart my $2 million a year Amazon business. And the great part about sourcing these items that I'm going to break down for you is that we don't need to do any product creation, marketing, advertising. I know that's really popular with a lot of people who talk about selling on Amazon, but the simple matter is that it's just not necessary. And there's already a million plus products that we can sell profitably, and people are already buying on Amazon. Because when we tap into the demand of the most popular brands in the world, like Lego, Adidas, Olay, the vast majority of big popular brands are going to be available for us to sell, and it's our job to just find them cheaply. So today I'm going to reveal the 3 specific categories that I think are the best place to start as a new Amazon seller, and show you how to source specifically for products in that category in the best way that I know how. But just in case you're brand new to the channel, my name's Warner. I started selling products on Amazon in 2018, just literally flipping used books that I was finding around town. And since then, I've taken the $1,500 that I made at my high school job, and I grew that initial money into almost $5 million in sales on Amazon up to date. So let's go ahead and dive into the computer here and start breaking this stuff down. And along the way, if you have any questions, just drop them below in the comment section and hit the subscribe button if you're finding value with this stuff. So the first category that I want to break down is probably my personal favorite to sell even to this day. And I know a lot of people will tell you to avoid selling items like this that is in the clothes and shoes category. But the reason why I like selling this category, number one, going into selling on Amazon, I just had a personal interest in selling shoes, clothes, that type of stuff. I was already into that niche a little bit just personally. I liked cool shoes and that type of stuff. So I tended to know where to get decent deals. And the other kind of major reason why clothes and shoes tends to be used by a lot of online arbitrage sellers, where we're literally just looking at these websites and we'll find a profitable product together here today. This category is really good because most of the brands do no wholesale, so you can't really have a leg up over anyone else in the competition unless you're diving into these websites, doing it the right way, stacking discounts and all that type of stuff that we're going to be breaking down today. And all the benefits of that are also stacked on top of the fact that a lot of these clothing brands are sold by way more websites, and they're all competing with each other on pricing, right? So there tends to be the best coupons, the best sales on brands where there's lots of competition between different websites. But today, let's just go ahead and break down one of these clothing brands that you can get approved to sell, that type of thing. What I want to do is I want to start looking at this brand because they have a bunch of products that are on sale today, and there's an awesome 30% off coupon that we can take advantage of. And as we're going through here, I want to go ahead and just open up any of these listings that seem like they might be for like more standard products. Definitely if they're like have good seasonality, like these slides is a good thing to look for. We can also check out something like these shoes right there. And I don't want to get too deep into the weeds. Let's see if we can find a winner off of those two. So there's 2 ways you can go about this, and let's start with the first of the 2, and that's going to be called manual sourcing, where on this listing, if we want to figure out what this product is actually selling for on Amazon, we can just hit the SellerAmp Chrome extension up here, and you can see that's going to load the search results on Amazon, and it's also going to include the max cost that we can pay for that product for you to actually make a profit, right? And so as we're diving in through here, I can see a lot of these are like $36. So if we can find any of these over here where that Amazon price is generally about double what we're buying them for, that tends to be where you start to make profit. So for example here, this is telling me that if we buy this for $28, we're going to make about 35% return on investment selling it at the current price of $55. So it seems like we're pretty close. Only problem with that is I noticed that says it's the wide variation. Those are not the wide versions of this shoe. So we can just go ahead and check out this list here. A couple other things I'm looking at, by the way, are the BSR. So this is the best sellers rank. The closer this is to number 1, the closer it is to the fastest selling clothing and shoes item. And then typically I want to stay under about 150 to 200,000 when I'm looking in that category. And just based on what I'm seeing here, it seems like this would be our best bet to sell any of these shoes right here. Seems might not have any of the right colors just because it has that interesting like design on the back, right? Another really awesome hack that especially works really well with this category is if you right click and you press search image with Google, it's going to search for that product. And sometimes this helps me find the Amazon listing where like a simple search will miss it. And if it doesn't show up in Amazon listing, then that probably tells me that they might not be listed on Amazon, right? So that's the quick and dirty process there. And so I'm not super optimistic that we're going to find those. So let's just go ahead and move on to our next product here. So I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm just going to use SellerAmp to look up the title of this product. We can make this more specific if we want to, just like filter down to solely that color that we know is in stock. We got all these different sizes in stock. So let's go ahead and check out this list here. So we can see these could be interesting, right? These are about $23. It says we need to buy them for about 10. We're really close to that. We can also see these right here are 15K BSR. So those both sell pretty well right there. Let's see. So we got the rose golds right here. See if we're buying these for $13.99 times 0.7. So we're buying them for about $10. So if we can find any of these for 23 or so, then we're going to be meeting a lot of good profit standards here. So let's check out. We're looking at the 9s right now. Let's check out the 7s here. Okay, sweet. So these are $26. Yeah, so that could be worth checking out, right? So we're buying these for about 10. If we check out the Keepa down here, this shows me basically like the past history of this product. And so basically this is showing me that it's pretty consistent that the price is at least like $24. See back there is 24 for a while, and we're still making a pretty solid profit there. So this would be something I'd probably go ahead and pull the trigger on. You can also check out the monthly sold chart down here on SellerAmp. It's basically going to show me how many sales this specific variation has. This is tied to solely this color, this size. So it's selling about 200 times a month, and the listing as a whole is selling about 1,500 times a month. So this is a pretty good selling variation relative to the rest of the listing there. And we could definitely go ahead and hop on and sell something like that. And so this kind of brings me to the second way that you can use to source profitable products is instead of looking directly at these websites where we found a sale today, maybe you're not really sure where to look, or you do a little bit of digging, you find a sale and you're just not finding much. We can use the homework that other Amazon sellers have already done for us to find the best products on these websites where we know there's cheap product, right? So today, awesome discounts on the Puma website. And so if we dive into one of these storefronts using SellerAmp here, we can just go ahead and filter down to Puma, and then that's going to show us all of the Puma branded products that they have in their store. So here, for example, here's that slides we came from. A lot of these, like the max cost is a little bit lower than we know we're buying these for. We know we're buying them for about $10 or so. Seems like you need to be buying these for a little bit cheaper to actually make profit there. This one would be somewhat new to us, right? But there's a couple problems I can see. Number one, Amazon sells in this listing, and Amazon typically doesn't share sales with us as third-party sellers. And we can also see the best sellers rank is pretty high, like 800,000 means it probably doesn't sell realistically. And so I'm usually just looking through this list here to try to basically filter down to only the very best stuff that these other sellers have already done the work of figuring out what sells profitably. So something like this, here's another example. It seems like it used to sell for like 70 or so. And then pretty recently, we can see that the price went way down. You can see that orange kind of popping up right there. We can see how Amazon hopped on recently and the price is way lower, right? So probably not a lot of profit left on the bones there. And all this type of stuff you'll pick up over time, just like getting in the reps, getting in practice. Something like this could be worth checking out though, right? So we can see these are about $10.50 for our max cost. We know that we are buying these for cheap enough on those other listings. So it's just down to, yeah, it seems like right there could be it. It's just down to if that specific size is in stock. Yes, we got these, anything 7 through 13s in stock. Let's see what size this one was. And if this is a good product, then it proves the method, right? So yeah, $8 right there. What are they selling for? So these are $12.99. So that's great. So $12.99, 30% off. Awesome. So these are a $5 profit right there. And so that's the two different ways that you can use to source, especially like clothes and shoes products. This applies to pretty much anything else that we will be breaking down today. Use that on any website you're finding sales. And especially if you're trying to get the ball rolling, just figuring out what to sell on Amazon in general, just start diving in with a lot of these different brands that you can actually go out and sell yourself, right? So what types of Under Armour products sell well? What types of Jordan branded products sell well? Just like start diving into these storefronts on SellerAmp, figure out what they're selling. And really it's just down to doing that treasure hunt of kind of comparing back to anywhere else you might be able to get it. So here's like Jordans, for example. Seems like you maybe get those for 90, max cost is 80. So it's close to profit, but not quite. So I'm getting too excited here looking at these products because I want to go ahead and break down a couple more categories that I think are an awesome place for you to start selling as a new Amazon seller. And that next category that I want to break down for you is going to be the health and vitamins category. The reason for this is similar to clothes and shoes. There's lots of really good sales and coupons and all that type of stuff that go on. There's also a lot of really solid brands that people are having to basically compete with each other on. Site like Walgreens, you can also look at CVS or VitaCost or Vitamin Shop, any of these other websites here that sell a bunch of different vitamin brands. Because similar to those clothes and shoes, there's going to be lots of pretty good coupons that we can take advantage of. Like today, for example, at Walgreens, there's about 2,000 items that are buy one, get one free. Maybe they're buy two, get the third free. Plus, they're also another 25% off. And so let's just go ahead and pop some of these listings open here. And I'll show you a very similar process to how we can find some products here, just in a completely different category, right? So I'm going to use SellerAmp there to look up the name of this item. See 150 count selling for, these are going to be about $11 each plus 20% off. I can see that 150 count right there is sold by Amazon. We need to buy it for $2. So not quite profitable on that one right there. Sometimes we can open these up though, and there might be like a 2-pack or something like that that's also attached. Yeah, so something like this. So you can see that there is a pack of 3, and sometimes for whatever reason, the price is way more profitable if you do it on another listing, even though they could get it cheaper, just like buying the 1-pack 3 times. Let's see if that's true here. So $22 times 0.5, because they're buy one, get one, and they are 25% off. So it's times 0.75, but this is a 3-pack. We're buying these for $24. And I'm not really in the business of making a $7 7% profit margin, but we can see we're already getting somewhere close, right? We're a little bit profitable, just not quite enough. And that's a good problem to have, right? It tells me that there's probably some more profitable items that we just haven't quite found yet. So for example, let's just go ahead and do the exact same thing with this other vitamin branded product here, and we'll see if these might be worth checking out. So let's see, we got the 80 count here. Here's a pack of 5 for 50 bucks. Doing some rough mental math, it seems like it could be good, but let's double check. So yeah, so these are 10 bucks each times 0.5 because they're buy one get one, and then another 25% off for that coupon. We're buying 5 of them, and yeah, these are actually pretty solid, right? So these are the 80 count. Let's just make sure everything's the same. Yeah, picture looks exactly the same. Yeah, it's the same product there. So yeah, this pack of 5. So yeah, on this product, this pack of 5, and this is also a good example of the types of, especially vitamins and groceries and those types of products. I tend to have a lot of success in like multi-packs or bundling different types of the same brand together, that type of stuff, right? So like the pack of 5 was looking pretty profitable here, and that's a good general rule of thumb is look for the multi-packs, look for anything where the listing's a little bit more complicated than just like a straight up one-to-one, because those are going to be like the real gem products that anyone who's relying on just like automated software and anything like that, those are always going to get missed. And if you're going through here and doing the work properly like you should be, you're going to find some products like this, right? So these are almost a double up. They're an 80% ROI, so that's a pretty solid find there. And the same exact thing goes for sourcing in this category too, right? So now that we've looked at one brand that maybe we can sell on Amazon, what other grocery products, what other supplement type products can we sell? So we can filter this down to whatever we want here. So we can filter this down. So for example, on this store, I like filtering down to the category I'm looking at here. Let's say I don't know anything about vitamin brands, right? If you're brand new, you probably don't either, right? So just start diving into some of these storefronts here, hit that health and household button, and we can see, okay, we came from Nature's Bounty, but one a day could be worth checking out, right? And Nature Made, and we're going to start seeing a lot of different brands. Seems like they're really crushing it on those brands there. We can open up some other storefronts here. So like Dr. Scholl's, 21st Century. Yeah, actually, I've never even heard of this brand before. So I'm learning new stuff with you guys live, right? Like literally just digging through these storefronts, and this stuff moves. That's crazy. Yeah. You can see like the sales rank on this is in the couple thousand range, 10,000. So yeah, these really sell super well. Maybe you can sell it, maybe you can't, but just looking through these storefronts, getting a feel for what other people are having success with is going to teach you a lot when you're trying to dive into these different websites, especially like this, where there's 2,000 items, lots of different brands. Some stuff's going to be good, some stuff's not. And if we just start building that back of mind knowledge by putting in the reps and looking through storefronts, then it's about to get a whole lot easier. And so the third category that I want to break down for you guys that I think is an awesome start as Amazon sellers, and ignore the website, they're out of pocket today. I have no idea what's going up, but I just want to break down the beauty category because that's the other really good kind of beginner friendly type products. And let's just go to the sales section of ColourPop, for example. So ColourPop's a brand that is auto ungated for most sellers. So if gating on products is holding you back, number one, all the brands that we're looking at today, you can just submit an invoice to Amazon and get approved to sell. And number two, there's going to be a lot of brands like ColourPop that might be an auto ungate, where all you have to do is go to Amazon, press apply to sell, and it automatically approves you to sell that product. And we'll do the exact same thing here. We can just check out if we can find a profitable product here within a couple items. At this point, hopefully you get the general gist for how we're sourcing on these, but we might as well just dive in. And especially with beauty products, looking through storefronts is really valuable. So I'm just going to add like the brand name there. So let's see, like Holiday. And right here, I see this is a 7K BSR. This one's a lot higher. Sometimes they have, yeah, so this is a good example, right? So it's got a lot of different colors all on the same listing. And you can see like this one, for example, is the only one that is not $7. Like, do they have that purple one here? Nope, I don't think so here. So that's totally good. Let's check this out. The It's All Good palette here. Yeah, checking this one out. I'm not seeing too much here either. This is why reverse sourcing is good. So if you're not like super familiar with looking at a specific brand, then you can just cheat your way to becoming familiar with it, right? So let's see if this one's any good. So this, like the inks liners or whatever. So yeah, on this, I'm not seeing too much, but probably what I'd do here is just start diving into storefronts of people who do ColourPop, right? So now that you're watching this, you know an okay brand to start out with. So here's 9 ColourPop products that they found profitably, and we can start to see if any of these might be worth checking out. So we can see we were looking at some of those around like the $4.50 range. It's good to just keep that back of mind knowledge in terms of what they are charging for similar items. And you can see here like max cost is like 39 cents, you know, $1.50. Probably not going to be worth checking out. Here's another bundle listing. So like I was talking about, these listings where you bundle like different stuff together, it's hard for people to find that listing. So it could be a lot more profitable for you to sell. Based on what's in this palette, I'm going to assume it's discontinued now. It's probably like back when The Mandalorian was popular. But similar to what we were doing before, maybe I don't find anything in ColourPop today. I can still filter down to beauty and personal care and see what's this brand here. I've never come across this brand. So let's see. These are like 39 bucks. They're selling for 55. So if we can find like a discount code here, we'll probably be making some money. money. Yeah, jumping back over here. Okay, those are like 40 bucks there. So yeah, maybe not super arbitrage friendly here. I see most of the prices are around like 39 bucks for a smaller bottle. To me, this looks like a product where you could, maybe call up the brand and ask if you can buy directly from them or buy directly from one of their distributors. All this type of stuff is just about figuring out products that sell well. And then whether you're looking at websites or calling up the brands, asking to get it that way, whatever you can do to get those products profitably. I like doing websites. Other people like calling wholesalers and that type of stuff. It's your business. Run it however you want. Something like this, you probably have to call the wholesaler if I had to guess. But at the end of the day, looking at makeup and all that kind of stuff, there's just a ton of different brands that we can look at and compare against each other. And also, while you're outsourcing through all these categories, let's say you're looking at makeup and you find something at Ulta. I want to show you a major gem here. And this is using Cardbear. And basically what this lets us do is go to any of these kind of like trusted websites on here, and we can just go and buy a gift card for that website at a discount, right? So let's just go ahead and what's the biggest value here, right? So I don't like doing the $10 gift cards, it's just like annoying, but when you're sourcing Ulta, you're looking through clearance, you find something profitable and you might as well make some extra money. Because for example, here you can buy an online gift card that's worth like 440 bucks. You can pay 420 bucks, right? So you make 27 bucks in margin right away, right there, just from buying the gift card. Not even to mention that you're buying something that's obviously going to be profitable, but you obviously just want to stack all these types of discounts, right? Another really good one to take advantage of is called Cashback Monitor. So like, for example, we were finding some profitable items at Puma together, right? So you can jump in here and say, hey, retail me not, they might be giving me 16% cash back and Be Frugal might be giving me 10%. And it just shows you the website that's going to offer you the most money back. All you have to do is check out through one of these websites. They're all free to use. Like Top Cashback is probably my favorite. Be Frugal is also really good, but it's just super, super important as you're figuring out like what to sell. Make sure you're also figuring out how to buy it as cheaply as possible. So that's a major free game there. Gift cards, cashback, coupons is like the more obvious one, like we were looking at with the sale over here. But hopefully this gives you a much more clear outline as to what to actually look for when you're trying to find products to sell. And after you find these profitable products to actually sell on Amazon, in case you're not already approved to sell that big name brand, all you have to do to get approved to sell it, to get ungated, is to just submit your online order confirmation. It also helps if you attach like the tracking information, maybe take a picture of the item when it shows up. As long as you've bought 10 units of that brand, it's shipped. The online order confirmation shows the address that matches your Amazon seller account, any of the information about the order as possible. Amazon will approve you to sell that big name brand, and it unlocks a ton of opportunity. And after you have that opportunity unlocked, you're just going to go ahead and ship those products off to Amazon. I have full guides on the channel showing you the nitty gritty, the back end details, all that type of stuff. But you'll want to use a tool called Boxem. Makes it really simple to ship products into Amazon FBA. Costs you about 60 cents a pound, and then Amazon takes care of the order fulfillment, customer service, all that good stuff that we don't really want to mess with, so that we can get back to sourcing more profitable inventory. So if you don't already have SellerAmp that we were using to source products all day together, make sure you get a free trial down below, as well as checking out a Boxem free trial down below if you want to use the fastest way to send products into Amazon FBA. It also tracks your revenue, fees, in-stock, buy costs, all the like basic analytics that you need to know for your Amazon business. Let me know if you guys do have any questions or comments about anything we were breaking down here today. I'm always happy to answer those down below in the comments section. If you want to hit the subscribe, all that kind of stuff on your way down there as well, that would be greatly appreciated. But I really appreciate you watching this video, and I will see you next time.